Ja kui Brainstormi kutid ütlesid, et nemad läksid Alexi juurde selleks, et taas avastada oma staadioni Rocki soundid, siis Sean ütleb Alexi kohta, et vaat meile ta sellist soundi ei pakkunud.
I do certainly, yeah. He's the chap who helped us with the Holy Bible, amongst other things, and futurology. Well, he's always been a great ambassador then, and he's very, very European-minded. He lives in Berlin, and his family are half Welsh-Italian, so he's a good advert for the European Union. Well, he never really gave us that sound, but he has he's a very good engineer, producer, and with many years' experience. So I'm pretty sure whatever sound you want, he's the man to go to.
Alex Silva, pooleldi Walesimees, pooleldi viimane aeg, ütleb Sean Moore, on ta midagi nii-öelda intiimsemat?
Yes. Well, the last time, if I remember, was I think around about 2012 at a festival.
Yeah.
Was it All Summer Festival?
Õlle Summer, the beer summer, yeah.
That's it, yeah. And so for us, we've never really liked playing festivals. We've always found it uncomfortable, whether it's the open air or maybe it's the mix of audience. And so, it's been a long time since then. So, we thought it'd be a much better opportunity then to come to Estonia and play in a music hall where we feel much more familiar, and I think it'd be much better for the type of sound that Everything Must Go lends itself to. Question where we've probably left it too long to play to our fans in Estonia. I think it's time that we sort of broke that ice then and sort of play this concert. We're very looking forward to it. We enjoyed our time in Tallinn the last time we were here, or very brief, and we just thought it was a good opportunity rather than our usual Northern European tours that we do, where we normally start at Helsinki and work our way down through Denmark and sort of across towards Holland and Belgium and then back home again. So we thought it's about time, rather than all our fans from Estonia and Latvia and Lithuania to come over the Baltic Sea to Finland and Sweden. We thought it was a good opportunity, and just an opportunity to say thank you and for them to be able to hear it in its best environment.
Ja Eesti, Läti, Leedu fännid, ütleb Sean Moore, tavaliselt peavad meie nägemise ära kadus ja neil tuli kolmekesi hakkama saada.
To be honest with you, it all started sort of towards the end of touring Holy Bible. We'd sort of gone into this demo studio, and we always constantly writing anyway. So we were already making that transition away from the Holy Bible into Everything Must Go. It's just unfortunate that the events sort of turned out the way that they did, and it took us a little while to sort of regroup and collect our thoughts, and then to sort of a song like Design for Life comes along that sort of spurs us and gives us that energy to carry on.
You were talking about the disappearance of Richey Edwards, right?
Yeah.
Were these the worst times? You had to deliver the album and you lost a member. You didn't know where he is.
Yeah, and I mean, even to this day, we still don't. It was a difficult time, but then we had no expectation off the back of Holy Bible to what this album was doing. So it had a very, sort of therapeutic sort of edge to it as well. That we were sort of figuring out our own sort of inner demons then. So it's very cathartic in in sort of the process then. So it's sort of our own sort of little group therapy in a way.
Mõnes mõttes oli selle albumi Everything Must Go kirjutamine, lindistamine praegu siia mitte bändimehena, vaid näiteks Jazz Kaarele.
I was, yeah, and wish I'd sort of recorded or had the opportunity to record when I was at my best. But unfortunately, I had a bit of a meeting with another chap's fist, which sort of dislodged a lot of my teeth back in the day. So that was, another reason why I sort of gave up, because I knew I wouldn't be at my best, and it was time to sort of throw in the towel. So in one way, it's sort of that event happening sort of made me decide one way or the other where I was going to go. Whereas with the trumpet, it was all about study and practice. With the drums, it was more about feel, and I felt much freer in the way that I could just sort of follow my sort of passions then.
But still, the trumpet gives color to Kevin Carter, Ocean Spray. That's my word.
It does,
yeah.
And sort of lended itself to a sympathetic appreciation of melody and vocal, and there are too many drummers that sometimes want too much attention and can sort of upset those delicacies then.
Do you get to play the instrument live? Sorry about the trumpet thing going on for so long, but I'm curious.
That's all right. No, not at all. I've never played it live, and to be honest with you, it's a bit difficult trying to play trumpet and play drums live. They're much better trumpet players than me now. So, I'd rather hand over that responsibility to them. We got a great trumpet fella from Cardiff called Gavin that we use, and he's a brilliant musician.
Sean Moore, trummar, uut muusikat ka kuulab?
I do, but it's getting ever more difficult, and my enjoyment of new bands is sort of diminishing quite rapidly. I sort of listening to a Welsh artist called Mela Jones, which he's sort of very whimsical in his lyrics. It's quite folksy and very sort of North Walian then. He was supporting Richard Hawley, I went to see in Bristol Colston Hall, and it was very entertaining. But apart from that, the only other album I've been really listening to are, sort of the choral Liverpudlian band just brought out a new album for sort of first for many years, and David Bowie's Black Star, which I seem to be keep returning to, in a very sort of morose way, but it just seems to sort of deepen my appreciation then of my Bowie fascination when I was growing up in the sort of late 70s.
Speaking of David Bowie, are you a fan of a record store day?
I am, yeah. No, it's a good opportunity. It's unfortunate that there's a lot of people that don't or have the opportunity then to purchase the sort of the limited numbers of vinyl, and then they obviously get resold on eBay. That's the downside of it. But on the upside, at least it's an appreciation, for the superior format of vinyl, and it's just it's a day for true fans of music, I find.
Sean Moore ütleb, et üha vähem ta uue muusikaga ennast kursis.